Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be dating, terrible texting turnoffs. Well, I've got a short, sweet, but to the point email I got from a guy who's recently started following my work, and he had a woman that he's been dating, reached out to him. Everything was going well so far. And you could tell he was a little too adversarial in his texting. And he totally turned the girl off, and at the end she's like basically, hey, delete my number. So it's why I picked the emails, because it's a great one of not to do. Because this guy, I mean, some guys take my information, they first learn it, and especially if they've always kind of been a doormat like I was when I was younger, and you don't know any better, and then you kind of swing the pendulum a little too far the other way, and you're kind of a little bit of like a caveman, if you will. So I got a quote that I wrote in this particular topic. I'm going to go through his texting exchange, which he shared, because it looks like he's kind of blown it up at this point, but we'll see. But it's a great exchange to learn from of what not to do. And so the quote says, "It's a pleasant surprise, compliment to you, gift, and an honor when a woman you are dating reaches out to you first. You should always be charming and playful and assume she is thinking about you and wants to see you. Therefore, your outcome should be to set the next date to get together. The more a guy talks and texts with a woman he just started dating, instead of simply making dates when she reaches out to him first, the higher the likelihood is that he will talk her right out of liking him by saying or texting something stupid." Like this, you'll see in a sec, like this guy did. "Or worse, become her therapist and get stuck in friend zone. The more you talk and text digitally, the less time you will spend with her in person having fun, getting to know each other, hooking up, and growing her attraction for you." And for those of you that are in sales, you know this. You want to get the prospect in front of you so you can sell them in person. Anybody that's ever bought a car and you call the dealership asking about prices, what they have, they're always trying to get you to come down. Well, what time can you come by and take a look? We've got several cars in the lot. Same thing if you're a real estate agent, somebody calls you kicking tires. The idea is you want to get them together with you, in front of you, so you can sell them on you and why they should allow you to help them sell a house. It's the same thing when it comes to dating. The idea is to get together in person. So, I mean, if she's reaching out, she's thinking about you, she wants to see you, make a date, and then get off the phone. Otherwise, you end up doing what this guy did. So let's go through his email. He says, "Hi, Coach, just wanting to email you with an update on my situation. So I stuck to my guns and I didn't reach out to her at all. Last night, she reached out to me asking if I wanted to hang out. I already had my own plans for the night, but I was wanting to see her, but I remembered in your book and I realized how weak I would look if I canceled my plans to see her tonight." Yeah, if you already got plans, I mean, think about it. The only reason you're going to feel like you got to cancel your plans is, oh my God, I don't want to lose this opportunity to see her. Oh no. I mean, don't do that. That's a scarcity mindset. And you'll see that kind of mindset is thinking the way he's looking at himself. Remember, people will act consistently with how they view themselves to be, whether the view is accurate or not. If you value yourself, you love yourself, you know you're a catch, you know you're awesome, and it's a gift to spend time with you and vice versa, then you'll take your time. Plus, you want to be a man or a woman of your word. In other words, when you say what you mean what you say. So it's not cool to blow your friends and your family off because some girl called you. So I called her and asked if she was coming, and she said, "I don't know, you sound busy already, and I know you like to have plans in advance." Think about it. You don't call your dentist or your doctor going, "Yeah, I'll see if I can swing by on Thursday." It's kind of like, hey, we only got a set number of appointments. You either want to come see us or you don't. If you want to see us, make an appointment. If you want to just try to show up, we probably won't be able to fit you in. We'll do the best we can. I responded with, "I do have plans already. Can we reschedule?" I wouldn't say reschedule. I would just say, "Well, I can't tonight. I got plans, but I really would love to see you. What's your schedule like this week? When are you free to get together? When are you available?" Something along those lines is how you want to respond. Because when you ask a question, an open-ended question like that, it forces her to give you her schedule and when she's open. And then you can pick a day and a time when you're available as well and make the date. The idea is to make the appointment. It's like a sales appointment. Instead of selling a product or a service, you're selling you, and you only sell yourself in person. She says, how come we only hang out when you want to and not when I do? So right then, that little statement tells me this girl's probably a little insecure. When you see that, it's like, And the more she likes you, the more she's going to get upset and butthurt. Just remember, like attracts like, and wherever you are, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, how you view yourself, you're going to attract people that are vibing on the same level. So if you're still kind of insecure, you're going to tend to attract members of the opposite sex that are a little insecure as well. And I have no plans for tomorrow. It's Father's Day. So I said, okay, well, I'll call later in the week so we can meet up. Missed opportunity, dude. Make a fucking date. She's reaching out. She wants to see you. So make a plan. Don't say, I'll call her late. I'll call you later in the week. This did not go well. She got upset and said, forget it. You're just too busy to see me. Go hang out with your friend. My friend is actually a girl, and I accidentally told her I was talking to her when I was drunk, when I drunk called her once. Come on, man. If you can't handle drinking, you shouldn't drink. That's one of the worst things. You get yourself into trouble, and especially like you don't remember what you said. It's a bad way to go, dude. And you know, when you first start dating, you can only fuck up like that so many times before she's like, and blows you off. So I ignored her comment and told her, I'll call you later this week, okay? To which she hung up and sent that text to me. My question is, should I reach out like I said I would? Well, if you told her you're going to reach out, you should do it. You should be a man of your word. Or give it a week for her to wonder about me. It's not about playing games or jerking her around. The idea is to be consistently masculine, alpha, be direct, be decisive, get right to the point. And you were kind of like a floppy cock. You were all over the fucking ice, leaving shit up in the air. Again, if you're calling to look at cars, they're going to want to know what day and time you can come by. Because any salesman knows they only got a certain number of hours in the day to sell people. And talking to tire kickers is just going to waste their time. So I'm going to go through this texting exchange, which is pretty short here. And so she reaches out and says, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? And then keep in mind, he's got plans. And my response to that would be, hey, oh, God, I would love to see you tonight, but I already got plans. What's your schedule like this week? When are you available? That's being direct, being decisive. You're showing that you're grateful that she reached out. But instead, he's kind of like being a dick. I'm awesome. I'm the shit. Hey, fuck you. So here's his response. If you pick me up, and she says, LOL, from your place, yeah, what time would you be here by? Now keep in mind he's got plans with somebody else. And she says 10. He says, okay. And then she says, I mean, if you want, you don't have to. So she's testing. Does this guy really like me? Does he really want to see me? Does he care? That's why she responds that way. If you want, you don't have to. Now, why she's saying that? Because she's trying to determine, does this guy really like me? Because obviously that tells me she's a little unsure of where she stands. Remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So the proper response to, I mean, you don't have to, is like, of course I want to see you. But again, he's fucking up because he's canceling plans here, unbeknownst to her, that he already has. So his response to that is shaking my head, LOL, up to you. Now you're putting the ball back in her court and expecting her to make the decision. You're the one with the penis, dude. You're supposed to be the strength. You're supposed to be the rock, the mountain. You're supposed to be the man. Be direct, be decisive, get right to the point. And it's like you're dumping it back in her court and going, all right, tell me what to do. I wouldn't mind seeing you, but if you want to take back the offer, that's fine as well. So you're kind of presupposing, yeah, she doesn't really want to see me. Read the book 10 to 15 times, dude. And for those of you that haven't read it, go to my website, subscribe to the email newsletter. You'll get a link, and you can read it for free on my website. You got to learn the fundamentals. This is a completely unnecessary fuck up. And by the way, I forgot to mention this. A couple weeks ago, I started posting my articles on medium.com. And if you're so inclined and you want to follow me on Medium, my username is at Coach Corey Wayne, which is pretty much like everything else. So medium.com/at Coach Corey Wayne, and you can follow me there. And so her response to shaking my head, LOL, up to you. I wouldn't mind seeing you, but if you want to take back the offer, that's fine as well. And she says, I mean, if you want, you don't have to. And so he says, how about tomorrow? And she says, I wasn't taking back my offer. You just seemed busy. And she says, forget it. You can delete me now. And then his response to that is, if she said you can delete me, it's just say, don't be ridiculous. I'd love to see you tomorrow. What time are you available? Be direct, be decisive, get right. Because your outcome is to make a fucking date when she reaches out. Not to go, what do I do? It's bad, dude. Come on, man. Gotta step up your game, homie. And so his last response was, I was willing to cancel my plans for us to hang out tonight. You shouldn't have done that, and you shouldn't have said that either. Then you said, if I want to, which made you sound unsure. That's feminine energy, dude. You're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the one that's direct, decisive, and totally certain. Not act like a woman, which is basically what you did. He says, I'm not going to argue with you. You have a good night. That was terrible, dude. Well, at the end of the day, now you've walked away from it, so be congruent with that statement. And the next time around, you should learn from it. If she reaches out in the future, that she may or may, she's a little insecure, so there's flip a coin. It could go either way. She might not. But it's like, dude, this is a fucking train wreck. The girl likes you. She's obviously a little insecure, but now there's a good chance you're not going to get the opportunity to progress because you were a dick to her. But be congruent with what you said. If she reaches out, make the date, be direct, be decisive, get right to the fucking point. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is go to my website, click the products tab at the top of your screen on any page, and book a coaching session with yours truly. And I will talk to you soon.